Today is Sunday, 27th March, and this is Football's Remarkable. Hello and welcome to the second episode of this season's podcast, Football's Remarkable. This week was packed with footballing action, from the finals of ISL to El Clasico. In today's podcast, we shall also be going through the footballing career of a legendary player who is compared to the likes of Pele and Maradona. This Dutch player became an inspiration for the upcoming generations of Dutch footballers. We will be talking about Johan Cruyff. But before that, some more important updates from the world of football in our first segment, Football Weekend Update. In India, the Hyderabad FC aced the shootout against Kerala Blasters to bag maiden Indian Super League title on last Sunday. In the El Clasico, Barcelona made a statement with a commanding victory of 4-0 over Real Madrid under their new coach Xavi Hernandez on March 20th. And the bid for purchase of Chelsea FC by Saudi media group has failed, as Pele and Broughton groups remain frontrunners. The World Cup qualifiers have started, and the excitement is very high. Some of the results from the fixtures were astonishing. A late brace from Kaoru Mitoma led to a 2-0 victory of Japan over Australia to secure Japan's qualification. Gareth Bale's brilliance gave Wales World Cup playoff win over Austria. Costa Rica won the World Cup 2022 qualifying match against Canada by a score of 1-0. The United States edged closer to securing a place at the World Cup after a goalless draw against Mexico. Ecuador and Uruguay have secured their spots at the World Cup in Qatar, joining Brazil and Argentina from South America. The qualifier match of Italy was quite shocking, as Italians were knocked out by North Macedonia. This means that they would be missing out on World Cup yet again. Those were the major updates from the week. Now let's move to our next segment, Football's Memorable. Today, we are going to talk about a football legend who gave new heights to the game. He was an artist who treated the field as a canvas and football as his paintbrush. He is the most celebrated Dutch footballer, whose name is taken with the likes of Pele and Maradona. Most of you may have got an indication of the player. Yes, we are talking about the one and only Johan Cruyff, the most influential figure in football history, whose philosophy has influenced managers and players alike. He captained his club and country and was one of the greatest players to never win the World Cup. Hendrik Johannes Cruyff was born on 25th April 1947 in East Amsterdam. He grew up near the old Ajax Stadium. In the 1950s, at just the age of 12, he lost his father and found refuge in street football. The young prodigy made his football debut at the age of 17 years. He scored his first goal and was promoted to the first team. The 1966 season saw AFC Ajax dominating the Dutch league Eredivisie. Cruyff scored 25 goals in 23 games. Ajax made it to the finals of the European Cup of 1969, where they played against AC Milan and lost 4-1. June 1971 at Wembley Stadium marked the beginning of the Ajax era. This small club from East Amsterdam appeared in the second final against Panathinaikos of Greece and won the European Cup final by 2-0. Stefan Koracs became the new coach. Another final against Internazionale at Kuip Stadium in Rotterdam saw Cruyff scoring 2 goals in the second half to seal the victory. The second European Cup win marked the period of phenomenal success, and Johan Cruyff was the jewel in the crown. The 1973 final win against Juventus in Belgrade saw AFC Ajax winning 3 European Cups in a row. After helping Ajax win 6 league titles, 4 national cups, and 3 European Champion Clubs Cups, the European Player of the Year and the best player in the world was transferred to Barcelona in 1973. By 1973, FC Barcelona had not won the league for 14 years. The 1973-74 season was sensational because of Johan Cruyff. His most memorable performance was against Real Madrid at the Bernabeu, which Barcelona won 5-0. Captained by Cruyff, Barcelona won the Spanish League Championship in 1974 and were the runner-ups in 1976 and 77. The Dutch team of 1974 revolutionized the game by their total football style of play, developed by Dutch coach Rinus Michels, that emphasized all-round skill, versatility and creativity. This required players to be ultra fit and be able to change their positions quickly. Cruyff debuted with the Dutch national team when he was 19 and went on to score 33 goals in 48 international matches. Adopting the total football style, the 1974 FIFA World Cup was dominated by Cruyff. Michels nurtured many players at AFC Ajax who became important and influential in Dutch team, like Johnny Rep, Johan Neeskens, Win Serbia, Arie Haan, Ruud Krol, and Johan Cruyff. In the 1974 FIFA World Cup qualifiers, Holland began their qualification by beating Norway and Iceland home and away, scoring 24 goals in just 4 matches. The last group match was against Belgium, which offered a stiffer competition. The match ended in a goalless draw, resulting in Netherlands qualifying. In the World Cup, the first match of the Dutch team was against Uruguay. Johnny Rep scored both goals in a 2-0 win. In the next match against Sweden, Johan Cruyff produced a skill move, the Cruyff turn, which mesmerized the audience and the viewers. The match ended as a goalless draw. The following match against Bulgaria witnessed a 4-1 win for Holland, which helped them to progress to the next round. In the second round, Holland were grouped with Argentina, East Germany and Brazil. The first match against Argentina, the Dutch team put up a stylish performance. Cruyff scored his first goal of the tournament, which resulted in a 4-0 victory. The next match against East Germany ended up in a 2-0 victory. The semi-final of the World Cup against Brazil was a tough fixture, as Brazil were phenomenal at the game and put up stiff competition. Holland had a great achievement as they were able to secure a 2-0 win due to Cruyff's 65th minute goal and advanced to the World Cup finals for the first time where they faced West Germany. The 1974 World Cup final was a much awaited fixture. The Netherlands were a prolific team with talented players like Johan Cruyff. In the finals, the host West Germany conceded an early goal due to a penalty, which was brilliantly converted to a goal by Johan Neeskens. But the Germans were able to equalize soon through a goal scored in a penalty by Paul Breitner, and Gerd Müller provided the winner, which saw the host West Germany win the finals 2-1, and the Netherlands ended up as the runner-ups. The captain of the West German team, Franz Beckenbauer, paid his tribute to Johan Cruyff after receiving the World Cup trophy by saying, "He was the better player, but I won the World Cup." The Dutch team of 1974 became an inspiration for generations that followed. In 1974, Johan Cruyff was named the European Player of the Year for a third time. The 1974 FIFA World Cup brought an end to Cruyff's international career due to disagreements with the Dutch FA. In club football, after scoring 48 goals in 143 appearances for Barcelona, Cruyff retired from football for a short time. After a brief period in the United States with LA Aztecs and the Washington Diplomats, Cruyff returned to play for AFC Ajax. He returned to Ajax in 1981, but 2 years later he joined rival team Feyenoord after a contract dispute. There, he won his 9th Dutch championship and 5th national cup. After retiring as a player in 1984, Cruyff coached both Ajax and Barcelona. In 1992, he guided Barcelona to both the European Champion Clubs Cup and the UEFA Super Cup. Cruyff was also involved in philanthropy. He founded a non-profit organization to encourage children to participate in sports, and the Johan Cruyff Institute, which provides education in sports management. In October 2015, he was diagnosed with lung cancer. On the morning of 24th March 2016, in a clinic in Barcelona, Cruyff died at the age of 68. He was cremated in Barcelona within 24 hours following his death. A private ceremony was held, attended only by his wife, children, and grandchildren. Football lost a man who did more to make the beautiful game beautiful than anyone in history, were the words of BBC broadcaster and former England striker Gary Lineker, who regarded Cruyff as Europe's best ever player. So that was our show. Thank you very much for listening. See you next week. Goodbye.